Okay, we're going to do the countdown on this thing. It's very simple. What we're answering in this video is which states are the absolute slowest when adjudicating disability claims. Now, a lot of states are somewhere between 14 to 18 months at the initial filing level, similar for reconsideration, then around 12 to 14 months for the ALJ hearing. Sometimes they move a little bit faster. What's going to happen in the future is that this giant backlog of DDS claims will reach the ALJ hearing office and drastically slow down the ALJ hearings, but the DDS initial filing and recons will be faster adjudications on their way to the ALJ hearing step. Initial filing, reconsideration, ALJ hearing, appeals counsel, DDS level 1, DDS level 2, ALJ adjudicator, AAJ adjudicator. Cool. All right. Let's start. It's supposed to be the top 10, but let's go all the way to 13. And then while I'm doing this, I am curious, write down in the comment section specifically which you feel is the absolute worst state going forward, or at least the top 2 worst states, lowest of all states. All right, let's go ahead and begin. 13, Wisconsin. Okay. Average wait time, 144 days. Let's go to the next. And remember, these times, don't go by them, because the reality is they're thrown way off. Some people get found disabled instantly because they're terminally ill, which super throws off the actual average of how long it normally takes to be found disabled. So, remember, if you have like a wounded veteran, that was wounded as a result of service, or they're terminally ill, or basically it's a compassion allowance, like those particular types of claims throw the numbers way off from what it actually on average takes to be found disabled. But I'll give you the day numbers that they put anyways. This is straight from the SSA, what the commissioner was reading at the NOSCR event. Okay, Wisconsin, 13th in line at 244 average wait time days. And remember, they want to try and get back to 120 days as the national average across the board. So when you hear these numbers, they're going to sound way higher than 120. That's because the SSA is in a state of crisis. However, Commissioner, Martin O'Malley is doing a really good job. I'm really happy with the changes he's doing. I'm really happy with the progression he's making, the progress rather he's making, and how he's really, like an executive, delineated all of the potential issues into their own little bucket and figured out ways to, with bullet point attachments, actually complete this like executive approach, this executive summary towards a field goal that makes sense. He's got this whole security stat thing, which he's using. It's working. It's good. It's a good system. All right, let's go to the next one. Number 12. Number 12 is Tennessee with 248 days. Number 11 is Utah. Utah at 255 days. Number 10, Colorado at 256 days. Number 9, Oregon. That's 261 days. Number 8 is Alabama, 297 days. Number 7 is Illinois, 307 days. Number 6 is Alaska, 313 days. Number 5, all right, guys, I'm curious. What do you think is going to be number 5? Let me see what your thoughts are. You think it's going to be California? You think it's going to be New York? Number 5. I'm going to be honest with you. California isn't even on this list for like the worst, like top 10 states. They're at 197 days. They're not. Remember, California is huge and they put a lot of money into it and a lot of judges and a lot of resources. So California is an okay spot. Texas, number 5. Troy Lang is correct. It is Texas at 323 days. Number 4, Georgia, 328 days. All right, now here we come to our top 3. I'm curious, what do you guys think are the top 3 remaining? Okay, so we've already covered Texas. What do we think here? Top 3, what are we looking at? You've got some options, right? I'll give you a hint. Florida's one of them. What do you guys think? California? No, California's in the middle ground. North Carolina's in the middle ground. Got some thinkers? You think Florida's number 1? I'm not going to tell you yet. Oklahoma? Nah, Oklahoma's not that bad. Oklahoma's not that bad. I mean, it's shitty, but not that bad. I mean, what we're talking about is like bleep faced, like real bad. That's what we're talking. Alabama, New York, Wyoming, Washington, Texas, South Carolina. No. All right. So here we go. Here we go. New Jersey. New Jersey? I'm curious. What is New Jersey? They don't even put it on this chart. They didn't put it on, but it's not that bad. New Jersey's around what Pennsylvania is. All right. Number 3, Mississippi. 335 days of wait time. Again, Mississippi. Number 2, Florida. 353 days. Number 2 is Florida. 353 days. Now, what do you guys think is the ultimate wait time? The absolute worst state in the union when it comes to wait times for disability benefits. All right, guys, let me see your guesses. I thought Hawaii would be up there too. It is up there, but it's not as bad as like some of these other ones. So, all right, what are we looking at? Ohio? Texas was 5. Iowa? Nah, Iowa's not. I mean, it's middle-ish. Texas was 5, so not Texas. Washington, D.C. I don't even, well, you know what? Actually, wait, maybe. They didn't even put that on this chart. And that's super redded out. That might actually be a bell ringer right there. I don't know. That's not even on my chart right here. I'd have to go and find out the exact numbers for that. But the Washington, D.C., even though it's not a state and we're supposed to be doing states, could be a bell ringer. It could be. What else we got? Kansas? No. West Virginia? Let me see where West Virginia is. Nah, it's like a middle grounder. What do we got? Iowa? No. Maryland? Yeah, Maryland, right here. That could be one of them. I don't know that they don't have a number for that one on my chart, so I'm not actually sure. I'd have to look that up and see if I can find details on that. But it's not on my chart, but it is definitely redded in. You know what? It's probably it's. Well, let me see real quick. Hold on. Let me check real quick and see if I can find. Well, you know what? No, I'm not going to be able to find it because I have to go into their system and try and find a new chart with an Excel sheet on it, but which I'm never going to find in that fast a time. But all right, so what we're looking at here is all right. So for the purposes of this, I don't know if it's this one or the other one. I don't know. Although it looks to me, and I have the numbers for this other one, and this other one does look to be darker, although it could be Maryland. It could be Maryland. I don't know. The numbers aren't on this. The number 1 on this chart, and none of you have guessed it, literally Missouri, Kentucky, Georgia, Arkansas, Pennsylvania, state of Washington, Arizona, New Mexico. Well, the state of Washington is not that bad. It's like middle groundy. Arizona, not that bad, middle groundy. None of you have guessed it. What are we doing here, guys? Come on. Where is it super slow? Well, look. Okay, all right. I'm gonna give you some help. If Florida is number 2 and Georgia's number 4, okay. What's another state right next to Georgia, which is sweet as pie, but slow as hell? We got anything? Anybody? It's not Oregon. That's way the hell the other side. Ohio, no, definitely not Ohio. Alabama, we already went over. They're 8th. Come on, guys. It starts with the South. It starts with the word South. Anybody? Don't say South Dakota. Please don't say South Dakota. There you go. Mr. Rooster with the win. So I don't know where Maryland is on this thing because they didn't put a number on this chart. But bottom line is South Carolina on this chart, from what I can see, although it might be Maryland because they didn't put a number on it, is the absolute worst. Absolute worst. Slathering's very good. Very good. Very good. Alonzo, excellent. South Carolina has 369 days for the average wait time, which is actually worse because the bottom line is the average wait time is thrown off by those who are essentially found disabled right away because they're passing away. They're likely to pass. So, Terry claims, terminal illness claims. All right. Now, please remember to like and subscribe. Also, head on over to Google and throw some reviews up there with some stars for Disability Resolution Law Firm. I'm Attorney Walter Hnot, most viewed and subscribed to Disability Attorney in America. With that said, I will catch you on Tuesdays and Thursdays when I go live at night. So if you have a question, call me then. If you want to hire me for an hour to figure out what happened with one of your claims, it's fine. We get a lot of those. Bottom line is this. I will catch you a little bit later. You have a wonderful night, and we will go from there. Thank you so much. Please take care of yourself, and we will go from there. Thank you. All right. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.